1069.
And welcome to Tuesday morning here on the Stansbury Show on Rock 1069. We're online at WRQK.com. That's where Monday's podcast is posted. That's where you can get the podcast of any show last week, last month, last year. As well, get them all at WRQK.com. Keep that website handy because you're going to need it around 9 a.m. because I'm going to rock the bank with you and pass out that very first $1,000 keyword of Tuesday. Pass them out all day. I give you the first every weekday, that at 9 a.m. I'm actually moving that keyword where it needs to be, as I'm telling you where it will be. And again, 9 a.m. I shall rock the bank with you and pass out that $1,000 keyword. Also at 9, it is Tuesday, so we know we will get New Turd Tuesday. This is where I play you new stuff, and you and I vote accordingly. Easy to let your votes be known. I'm on your socials at The Stansbury Show. You can use the microphone talkback button if you listen on iHeartRadio, and also the text line at 330-450-7625. All easy ways to weigh in on anything we may be discussing, including New Turd Tuesday at 9, which will give us new Katy Perry, Woman's World. This does not feel like a movie you can't reboot or rehash, given the fact that we've seen other bigger franchises toyed with. But Miranda Lambert lent her voice to a song called Ain't in Kansas. Tur Tuesday again. Let your opinions be known. Use that microphone talkback button on iHeartRadio or text in at 330-450-7625 on anything we may be discussing, like at 8 a.m. Probably going to have to circle back to the assassination attempt on Saturday. We have seen a major, falling down on the job of security detail and the like. A former FBI director has come out and said this was an absolute bloody mess from the beginning and is saying multiple people need to be fired, and also is insinuating this does not happen by an accident at all, so we'll run you through some of that. Also, the former president decided he would pick his vice president candidate yesterday. He had been saying for a while, this felt like a lie now, he had been saying over the last couple of days, it's somebody not being talked about in like the mainstream media cycle. J.D. Vance had been talked about plenty as a candidate for this, like plenty. So I thought, oh my God, he's going like outside the realm here. He's going to do something like people don't see coming here. I feel like J.D. Vance is like, well, yeah, that's what he did, right? Like, I don't know, like he was talked about plenty. So I'm not sure about that. It seems like nobody's happy with it. Democrats are trying to tell themselves, wait till he debates Kamala. She's eyeing him up like a kid in a candy store. That's what you told us about Biden too before that debate. And look how that worked out. I think she's going to get her ears boxed in the debate for sure. I don't even think it'll be close. When she stands up there, yesterday is yesterday, today is today, and tomorrow is tomorrow. That's not me making fun of her. That's a quote. That's what she said while trying to explain herself. I don't think she's going to do all that well. He doesn't do much for me, but there wasn't going to be that much you could do that would be much for me. But it seems like establishment Republicans don't like him, and the Dems are lighting their hair on fire about how it's going to be Handmaid's Tale because he picked him. And there's an old adage that if you got everybody upset at you, right? I mean, if you got everybody upset at you, but it seems like, establishment Republicans don't love the pick. Don't love the pick. Other people feel like, it's Pence 2.0. And most people, it seems like, the bottom of the ticket doesn't necessarily matter. I disagree with that. I don't disagree that people vote top of the ticket versus bottom. That I would agree with you. But I'm looking for both sides of this aisle to realize they got problems inside of their parties and start to king make more. Yes, this election's important. So are the next 6 elections. And I'm looking for both of those people to start setting these things up like that. I think it's a lot to ask out of an egotistical position, meaning, no, I'm the king. You all just wait your turn, right? That's kind of the thing when you start talking presidents. Ever look at that? They don't really king make all that much. That was my problem with the ticket we currently have, is that he didn't king make. He wasn't trying to do it. And so, I view this as the same thing. Now, I could be wrong there because some conservatives are telling me, no, JD absolutely wins the next election. I'm not so sure of that, but we'll get to the pick and we'll take a look at some other things that are out there in that news cycle surrounding the man, as he again was in front of a crowd last night and they erupted chanting USA, USA, USA. I said it yesterday and I am right about it. That man has the momentum right now, and it feels like the only person that can stop him is himself. And we will see if that happens. 8 a.m. we will get to all the madness surrounding all of that. Last night, the Home Run Derby took place, and there was a national anthem performance before it, and it was, less than satisfying, I think we can call it. I'll give you some audio on that. We'll do that coming up at 7 o'clock this morning here on The Stansbury Show.
If you leave, you'll miss this on The Stansbury Show.
All right, well, I do have new Miranda Lambert for you for New Tur Tuesday, that at 9 o'clock, but I also have her being an absolute Karen, apparently, as she's starting to yell at her audiences again. Let's take a look at this story, and let's do that next here on The Stansbury Show.
9.
I guess it's Amazon Prime Day today and tomorrow. So you're getting a deal there. You probably still don't want to pay for your items, though, right? So rock the bank with me at 9 a.m. and grab $1,000. Use our money, not yours. I guess once we give it to you, it's yours, but Paul Newman once said in a great movie, money won, twice as sweet as money earned. He's right. 9 a.m. I'll get you paid out. All right. So at 9 a.m. also what I have for you is New Tur Tuesday. An artist that will be featured on that is Miranda Lambert. Miranda Lambert is a country singer. She had been once upon a time married to Blake Shelton. He then left her for Gwen Stefani. And that seems like that has worked out for Blake. And that seems like that has worked out for him. I'm not sure that's the move I would have made, but okay. Miranda Lambert once upon a time got mad at a group of women who came to her show, which I would imagine is a huge part of her audience is women, I would imagine. And those women walked to the front of the stage and turned their backs to the stage to have a photo of them taken with the stage and Miranda as the backdrop. She did not coming. So I'm not sure what them agreeing with you is going to do. She's done this again is why I'm talking about it. We're not circling back on her on a year. But she was in Whitefish, Montana. Apparently there was some sort of like country music festival, which I'm willing to bet was big doings in Whitefish, Montana. And she again now has yelled at a portion of her audience. This even worse because we're not sure it was her audience. Again, this was a little bit of a festival situation. Now, she was one of the headliners for the Big Sky Music Festival. This again in Whitefish, Montana. Billy Strings was part of this. The Turnpike Troubadours, who I love, were part of this. Tanya Tucker was. Charles Wesley Goodwin, to name a few. I'll have to look some of that person's music up. I don't know a lot about that person. Now, when you go to a festival, you're not going to see every band. I can't speak to all festivals, but I've been to plenty of them. And normally what happens with people in attendance is you look up the stages, who's playing where. Okay, it's 3 Days Grace at 3:50 here. We want to see that. And Shinedown's not playing until 7 o'clock over here, so we should be able to do, right? And that's kind of what people do. Okay, I don't really care about the Turnpike Troubadours. I'm going to go to the merch tent, get a couple of t-shirts from Miranda, maybe a couple more of these $20 beers to convince myself I'm having a good time, right? And that. But you're not paying attention to every artist at a festival. Well, she's one of the headliners. Okay, well, fair, but you know how many times I've been to a show to see the band that's opening up and not the headliner? It's been a lot. I don't know if that's everybody. I don't even know if it's the bulk of most people. But it is enough people. But apparently she was upset with the fact that everybody was not into the show. Here's what she said from the stage. Again, she's taking time out of the show to do this. Quote, when it's white and it... So if you came to visit, do it somewhere else. If you came to sing some country music and drink some beer and raise some hell, then we're doing that tonight. Are we clear? Are we done with our drama yet? Well, what I would say is, are you done with your drama? People were just enjoying themselves. I've defended comedians for similar things. It's different. You're in a room full of 200, 250 people. It's dark, it's quiet, and it's all about that art form. It's different when people are disrespectful, taking photos, yelling things out, this and that. It's different. A concert is a very fluid environment. There are songs by an artist you love. You want to see those. There are also songs that they have, you're like, all right, bathroom break, here we go. It's just kind of how it works. My guess is 0 people who bought a ticket to the, what was this, the Big Sky Country Music Festival, liked every artist. When we pass out tickets for incarceration, I just got asked again this morning if we were going to be passing out more of those. We'll see. But when we pass those out, there's 70 bands that play that. There's 0 chance when I give somebody those tickets, they like every band on that bill. 0 chance. It just doesn't happen that way. It's a concert. Be obnoxious. And yeah, they're probably going to take a couple of photos together. It's on you, the artist, to look past them. To try to look back to the back of the crowd. It can be tough to do. A little distracting, sure. Fair. I don't know who's going to cry for Miranda Lambert about that, though. Like, I just don't get that. Apparently, there was a fight later on in the show. And she had to stop and say, whoa, hey, fighting is not okay. And it's always the girls, she said. We get crazy. Cheers, everybody. I'm going to wait it out. Mine's empty. This looks like a good time for y'all to drink, she had said. She's been known to have a couple of cocktails, Miranda Lambert has been. The fastest girl in town, she calls herself there. You can't stop to say the selfie said, all right, these two things happen. It's like, well, she's more right about the selfie thing, but I don't think she's right about it. She's just more right about that. But looking out in the crowd, telling people, hey, don't talk to one another. I'm sorry. If you're on the stage, it is your job to be performing at a level where people look and go, oh my God, dude, we should be paying attention to this. Look how good this is. Our golf outing on the 24th, the Stansbury Cup. You can get your team signed up right now. That at WRQK.com. Putting out a golf tournament that you might actually be able to win. We'll see. I cannot wait to be back there. I love that track. Looking forward to that. We'll see you guys there. I had mentioned Prime Day as a way to remind you that I'm passing out a $1,000 keyword at 9 a.m. And I might have to take advantage of Prime Day today. There are things that I do need for some reason. I find myself kind of needing a new beard trimmer. The battery, or I guess the motor in mine went out. I have to buy a new one of those. And I may actually be looking for a new TV. The one in my bedroom started to show some of those lines across the screen, like some of the pixels are starting to go out. And I've owned that TV in my bedroom forever. I'm just not one of those people that I used to be like, oh, I'm buying something new every year and a half. I just don't do that anymore. I kind of ride things out. And so I've been sacrificing that. But I'm having another television problem that I'm hoping somebody in my audience may be able to help me out with. So I've been flipping the coin over the last year about what I'm going to do with my TV viewing, how I access television. Most recently, I've been a Hulu with Live TV member. I technically still am because I haven't canceled the account. Now, we're a little ways away from the football season starting, but YouTube TV now has the NFL package. They have Sunday Ticket, they have the NFL Red Zone channel, and they have all that stuff. And I'm interested in having Sunday Ticket. I want to be able to watch out-of-market football games, right? And there's also some other, well, we might put this one on this app, or this one here, and this one there. And so I just kind of want the Sunday Ticket issue, right? So over the weekend, I was laying around bored, and I was like, all right, I'm signing up for YouTube TV. Why not? Why the hell not? So I do it. And I'm in my bedroom when I started the process. It syncs to that TV just fine. I can watch YouTube TV and their movies and their live TV. I can watch everything in the bedroom, and it's fine. My TV out in my living room is newer. I just purchased that last NFL season, right before the Browns playoff game, in which they completely essed the bed, right? But I had just bought it for that. That TV has been great. It works perfectly fine. Everything's great on it. Although occasionally you can turn it on and the volume won't work. You got to shut it off, wait 15 seconds, kind of turn it on, open up another app, see if the volume works there. Okay, now it works. Close that app, go back to the app you want. Because, the tech is just so great. Remember just plugging them in and, pulling the knob, and it's like, hey, look, picture, right? Remember that? I know I sound like your grandfather, but here we are. For some reason, my TV in the living room will not access YouTube TV. Now, it's not because I'm not allowed to have more than one device. They told me I could have 6 devices on my one account. I'm only trying to get the second one on it. So it tells me, well, you got to change your playback area, the region. Okay? Scan the screen and we'll send you the link and it'll take you right to it. Swap your playback area. Okay? Press update. Playback area updated. Hit next. Okay, next. Playback area update went through or did not go through. It's been 4 days. It's been 3 days I've been trying to do it. So for some reason, it worked just fine in my bedroom. It's fine, perfectly fine. So I know what the first suggestion will be. Sign out of YouTube TV in the bedroom and then go into the living room and see if it'll work like that. Yeah, I tried that, didn't work. So the Control-Alt-Delete or shut down, take the power cord out of the, power cord out of the back. I did it all. For some reason, and that's why I haven't canceled Hulu yet, because I'm like, well, I still want some live TV. I still want to watch golf. I still want to do some stuff. So I'm technically paying for both right now, and I have no idea what the hell I'm going to do about that, because I would like to, like I said, move forward. I would like to be with YouTube TV, but I guess I will see what I get with that. We're also finding out more information about Richard Simmons. We told you yesterday he was one of the 3 celebrities that had died, and all of this got swallowed up in the news cycle because of what happened with the former president. But Shannon Doherty had died. Richard Simmons had died. There's the third that's escaping me right now for some reason, and I can't think of it. Oh, my God! But Richard Simmons was one of them. Apparently, he had fallen down in the home. A housekeeper tried to get him to see a doctor after he fell in his bathroom. Richard says, nah, I ain't going anywhere. I'm not going to the hospital. I'm not going to see the doctor. It's my birthday. I want to stay home. I want to be around here. He fell Friday evening at home in the bathroom, and according to law enforcement sources, when his housekeeper came to help him up, she implored him to seek medical attention that night. We're told he had described feeling dizzy before the fall, but he rejected the housekeeper's suggestion about seeing a doctor, telling her maybe he'd go Saturday, but I did not want to go that night as it was his 76th birthday. So she helped him back to bed, and that was that. Oh, all right. Don't go to the doctor, I think, was strike one, obviously. Strike two is laying right back down after a fall, right? I would imagine most medical professionals would advise you not to be doing it. Saturday morning around 10 a.m., the same housekeeper apparently found Richard unresponsive on the floor next to the bed. Another source told TMZ Richard showed no obvious or external signs of injury, bumps or bruises or bleeding following the fall. It's unclear what caused his dizziness or the fall is directly related to the death. They don't know that. He had been pronounced dead on the scene, and police have said that there were no signs of foul play. Autopsy has been completed, but the cause of death is pending due to some toxicology tests that they wanted to run. Now, this kind of reminds me of Bob Saget, right? Remember that? Bob Saget had fallen, I believe it was in a bathroom, that in a Ritz-Carlton. It was in Florida, if memory serves, right? I remember his wife came out and had kind of been talking about it. But they had listed that as blunt head trauma sustained from an unwitnessed accidental fall. And there were plenty of people who were like, we don't know about that one. We don't know. I remember people were very suspicious of that. I think the wife initially may have been a little suspicious of that, if memory serves. Now, you don't have a place to take the grief and drop it off. It's going to do a lot of things in the brain. It's going to strap on those running shoes and run around up there. And, next thing you're going to be grasping for straw. So I don't know what to make of that. But it seems a little strange that both of these guys seem to die by the same manner. Again, no bruising on Richard there. So I would assume if a 76-year-old falls down, the bruising's not necessarily going to be difficult. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to black and blue up pretty easy, I would imagine. I mean, that's just a guess. It's a little speculation there. What I don't know about bruising on the body could fill this studio. But I would assume that's the way that would go down. And at 76 years old, I'm not sure you get to decide whether or not you are going to seek medical help. I think it's one of